Golden Grove, they had that at where the all age school was. They would have dance up there, dance up a schoolroom tonight.
Oh,
And during Independence, yes.
So okay, that's
So
what I
the
want to get to.
villagers went there, picked two lime, sour orange, or someone said, make some wash no man. Yeah, and you make wash in the cheese pan. We were kind of people, you didn't know, we didn't understand, we didn't have an understanding of poverty or poor. So 6 of you walk, and if only 4 or 5 of you can put together, you don't feel left out because you're going to get piece too. We share.
Yes, so we'd buy the bulla now and buy the cheese and we mash up the bulla and the cheese. Yes. Yes. Spread it out on the bulla. Nice.
One diff, Miss Cutie. Miss Cutie bell soon ring. One diff, bun and cheese.
Why is it called diff though?
Don't ask me. It's a fern court thing. Tell us about it. I know Mayflower used to pass through Golden Grove. Okay, North Star was 3, 4 o'clock.
Welcome back to another great Kareems Quest podcast. On this one, we're talking about St. Ann. We're talking about Lime Hall, Higgintown, Brownstown, all them places there. And these are 2 residents, well, still resident, lifelong resident of St. Ann. So we're talking, and both of you were born in St. Ann?
No, I was born in St. Ann.
Where were you born?
I was born in St. Catherine, but I'm from St. Ann.
Okay.
My parents came here when I was 6 weeks old.
So we're talking to Vivian Grant, we're talking to Ivy Campbell. Where were you born, Ivy? St. Ann?
Well, technically speaking, I was born in Claremont, the house across from Fern Court High School. However, I moved to Epworth, I guess, within days, 2 days, 3 days. So my birth certificate says I was born in Epworth.
Both of them are past students of Fern Court. Now, Fern Court seemed to be the big school, right? Or one of the biggest schools in the parish. What made it so special?
I guess the school serviced many areas because I know we had people coming from Ochireas, Pimento Walk,
Walker's Wood,
down
Faith's Pen,
Yorton. People from as far as Yorton would come to school. Then we had all of the hills of Alderton, going up in Claremont there, Golden Grove, Moneague. I know we had people from Steertown.
What about someone like what are some of
Lime Hall, Higgintown.
Okay. Yeah. St. Ann's Bay. From St. Ann's Bay.
St. Ann's Bay, because I had a good friend who was from St. Ann's Bay.
What about someone like the
Mammy Bay?
The prominent teachers and educators. Can you tell me some of yours from your time, and then I'll ask Ivy the same question.
I might be biased. The first person I think of, my English teacher, who was Miss Benpool. Okay. And then she became Mrs. Peters. I was principal of St. Hilda's for some time. But that was after I left school. Fabulous. She could dress.
Nice. What about you, Ivy?
I'm remembering my first form teacher, Miss Ives.
So she have a name.
There was, oh my goodness, Miss Velma Fletcher taught me Spanish.
We had a lot of expatriates when I was there.
Yes.
We had the Sings, Mr. and Mrs. J. Singh, Science, Bio, HSB, what else? We had from Australia, Winters. Mr. Winter was geography, Mrs. Winter was art. So we had my 5th form, 4th and 5th form English language teacher and literature, Mr. Andley.
And who was the principal in your time?
Mr. Fisher, Oswald Fisher.
Okay, what about?
All right, so I was at the end stage of Mr. Fisher's journey. But I remember that we had our science teachers were Indians. Okay. Physics, chemistry, bio were Indians. We had Mr. Magwenzi. Was Mr. Magwenzi African or Haitian? One of those. We had a Spanish teacher from, not sure which country, but he was a foreigner as well. We had several foreign teachers at the time.
Expatriates.
Quite a lot.
So
Yes, so we'd buy the bulla now and buy the cheese.
Mhm.
And we mash up the bulla and the cheese.
Yes.
Yes. Spread it out on the bulla. Nice.
That's it.
Yes.
So what would you drink with that? Where you drink?
But we used to drink soda.
Soda.
Mhm.
So wait, but Sky Juice or Suck never used to sell them time there.
Yes, you know.
Suck
we had
was not for that
Kisco.
occasion.
We had we used to sell
Kisco.
Kisco too.
Okay,
Mhm.
Kisco,
Yeah.
yeah.
But there are some things that we just didn't go together. Suck was hot summertime.
Okay.
You buy suck.
Yeah.
You'd more have Kisco
Mhm.
with bulla and cheese. But we were very much into pick two lime, sour orange. Or someone say, make some wash now, man. Yeah, and you make wash in the cheese pan.
The cheese pan.
You know cheese pan, wash that
Yeah.
out. And when someone you cook a bush,
Mhm.
then boy use the cheese pan as a pot. Yeah.
I get like a fire, right?
Yeah. She would they say the wash bellies wait,
Mhm.
and then when them realize it cook, some of them was so spoiled. Their brothers and so we can't go get them. And some of them can't wait like my wash belly sister
Mhm.
and come and look. And everybody pass you and
Give it a
go
look.
get you for your own.
Wow, so
Yeah.
that must have been really nice, especially with the bread van coming and you smelling it as well, right? Because it just
Fresh bread. Fresh
Fresh
bread.
bread.
just on the
That there's a smell.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Wow.
And warm too. Still warm.
That's still
Some
warm.
of them.
I know. I
They
mean,
had a bakery in Claremont, you know. Don't know, we call it
Yes.
Claremont, but
yeah.
there's a place in Claremont named Fire Corner.
You know that I think that used to be my house. Do I say this?
Fire Corner?
The bakery, before the bakery came there, our house, we had a house there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because I would think, I mean, when them says things sell like hot bread, bread sell, right?
Hot bread sells more.
Better. Yeah.
Hot bread
So,
and
of
butter,
course,
hot
yeah.
bread and cheese,
Yeah.
you name it. Mhm.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
And children, we were kinda.
Do you recognize any of these items? Well, test your Jamaican knowledge at kareemsquest.com.
We were kind of people, you didn't know, we didn't understand, we didn't have an understanding of poverty or poor. So 6 of you walk, and if only 4 or 5 of you can put together, you don't feel left out because you're going to get piece
Share.
too. We share. And if there was somebody who could give more, and you buy your fritters, your Johnny cake, fried dumpling, or Johnny cake, fried dumpling, and the codfish, you cut it in, they cut it like this.
Yeah.
In pieces, and it had onion and scotch bonnet
Share
pepper.
it up.
And you share. And if you really not have nothing to buy the drink, Mr. Rena's property have nice orange. And you peg it, push your thumb in there, and peg it. And if all the ones are there, then peg it free and break it, and you get your juice.
True.
Mhm.
I mean, pegging sometimes took a lot of skill. Like, for me, grapefruit easy to peg, but orange to me is hard because the
Challenge.
skin's so thin.
It's
Yeah,
a challenge.
it's a challenge. When you try to peg it and then you start the juice to start and you say, "Oh,
Come it out.
it took it like it was a thing that takes some art to do.
And you had different types of oranges.
So let me ask you then, what was for fun to do in St. Anne for you? Because you ladies weren't you were in the inland part of St. Anne, basically, right? So what would you do for fun? Because driving around even through Brownstone, I don't see like rivers.
Funny, we don't have rivers.
No, don't
you have to go Old West, we don't have rivers.
I'm from St. Thomas, and
Yeah,
every
rivers.
other district you have a
We don't have rivers, but what we have, and that's how you know it's limestone parish. You had a lot of ponds,
Okay.
and some of them deep.
Really?
Like money.
Yeah, people drown in it.
Money.
You had
pond.
lake,
Oh, yeah, Money Pond?
the lakes, yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
Lake, yeah.
I think the lake that were not thought of came up in Flora rains, I think it was 65-ish there, or can be more than, it's about 64, 65, and the lake came right up to the college.
Oh.
I remember that.
Really?
No, really, yeah. I might have been a child, they could try, but we
It
didn't
was
fast
65.
like that.
It was later because I remember.
Flora, when was Flora rains?
I don't quite remember, but I remember that
And it came
that
up after
event.
that training. So
Oh,
the
when it was the
first time.
second one I know about, yeah.
Mm.
So wait, Florence, you have to listen, them have to help me out now. That was a what? That was a heavy rain?
Yeah.
Flood rain.
Flood
A
rains,
flood
we used to
rain?
call
Yes,
it that
sir.
time.
What's the name of it?
Flora.
Was that
Flora.
Hurricane Flora?
It was hurricane,
Yeah,
but
it was a
we
hurricane.
didn't get much of the wind there, but we got some serious flooding.
Listen, Monique has a what's the name for it?
The lake?
The thing underground that the water spring from.
Where the water
It's
just
like that
comes
body
out
of water
of the earth
underneath and it comes
all the
up.
time. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the
So
name.
if
Shoot up.
yeah, if we have heavy rains, people who live there, no, I think
Aquifer?
all Flashtown, a place named Flashtown, must have been flood out. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man. Serious rain.
I'm trying to remember that's what you call an aquifer. What's that? All right.
No, no problem. No.
Yeah, we like to.
Because
Somebody tell us
it's-
about that. There's
please.
something about
It's
it.
a phenomenon though where the
Yes,
water is
coming
under
out,
then it comes out from
comes out of the
underground.
earth like a spout.
Yeah.
I've seen it before, but I can't tell you what the exact name is. So Florence messed up a lot of places then.
Cause it have
about
serious
Monique.
damages. I know that we had serious damages.
So for your ponds then, what would people fish in those ponds? Because you
Yeah,
have
there's
yellow
some-
spawn.
There's some little fish in there, but
But you know, that, you know that like I spoke to somebody from Yalas, St. Thomas, of course, because that's where I'm from, right? And he has a property close to Yalas Pond, and he's like, "Well, you do know that crocodiles
overflow
are in there."
No.
Yeah, so but I mean, I'm not going to listen. I'm not telling any encouraging anybody to go and swim in a pond or so. But I mean, we don't have man-eating crocodiles.
We never had any crocodiles in our ponds because I wouldn't have any brothers leave.
So what would you do like on a summer if you're not traveling to Kingston and you're staying in the parish?
Summer?
What was for fun?
Well, when I was younger, I remember my dad used to put up a swing for me. So I'd have a swing.
Okay, nice.
And then I didn't have a lot of friends because the houses are far apart.
Gotcha.
So the odd times that people would come to play with me. Yeah. I remember playing with my dolls and we'd have like fashion shows and things like those. We'd simulate.
You have a vivid imagination.
No, there are some things that come back to me quickly and some things that are in the dim recesses. So you've been pulling them out with all kind of cobwebs.
Have to find a way to pull them out. So that you would do that then for fun. So GB, that means that the houses being so far apart, right? The place wasn't that populated then. Is it so? Or people just bought big pieces?
People just had the land was big pieces of land, but it didn't have many neighbors. Okay. And some children, the boys run up and down, my brothers run up and down. I was alone, kind of, but yeah, in the evening, they play hopscotch. Then I play jacks. I love jacks, and I play jacks alone.
I must ask you this because for us, I come from Somerset specifically, but the big town was Seafort, right? When Dancer Keep on Sound put up, it was Seafort. Where was that big place
in
for
Golden
you?
Grove, they had that at where the all-age school was. They would have dance up there, dance up a schoolroom tonight.
Oh,
and during Independence, yes.
So okay, that's
so the villagers went there.
So for Independence,
it was to me an adult thing. Okay. Golden Grove, they had that at where the all-age school was. They would have dance up there, dance up a schoolroom tonight. Oh, and during Independence, yes.
So okay, that's
so the villagers went there.
So for Independence,
it was to me an adult thing.
Okay.
But then they would have things that you talked about earlier, fair, yeah, Christmas time, Santa
Claus.
Was
kept where? Golden Grove?
You have it at, you have fair down at Prosper Hall. You know Prosper Hall? The
name coming back to me.
Claremont.
Oh, okay, yes.
Claremont
yeah. With football field on there.
Right.
Okay.
That's where we went when they tell about independence. That's where our central place.
Oh,
and then after that would have been St. Anne's Bay, but we went to Prosper Hall. So you had these areas that you got to know. At Christmas, I don't recall if it was for just the workers' children, but you had Santa Claus coming during Christmas time and children go. Yes, and I didn't go. My father says he's the only Santa Claus in there. And mashed on my mother telling us about Santa Claus coming through keyhole.
That's why me alone pay bills.
Because I'm the only Santa Claus around here. But children looked forward to it. And you get your little toys and so. I loved Starlight. But really and truly, you know, holidays are centered around church. Because I can't think of Christmas play. And like, you know, maybe for about 6 weeks, you got to practice your recitation.
All right. So let me get in my piece before you come with the question.
No, I was actually going to ask you though about the Christmas plays them.
All right, hold on. Let me go back first because I remember we used to have cricket matches with a big field.
Where?
In Claremont, in Airport. Okay. We had a big field and then they would have cricket matches. I distinctly remember that. Right?
They call them ball,
but
bro.
I need to mention a family. The Melvilles. I don't remember all the names of Danny Melville, I remember. But they used to look after us in the community. So every Christmas, for several years I can remember, they would put on a treat for the children.
Christmas treat.
So you go to, you get your gifts, you get your sweets, you get your everything you need, everything that you get at a treat. They would just give us stuff, right? Wow. Yeah, so that was how we would spend the Christmas holidays most of the time. Back to school, you'd have all this stuff coming in as gifts and all of that. We had...
And you do everything at the cricket pitch that you tell me about?
If we do everything?
No, all of those back to school treats.
No, the back to school treat, no, they used to use the primary school. I remember going to the primary school for those.
Airport
Primary School. Okay. That was a building that we used for things like those. What else we would do for special holidays?
That
we had. I remember we used to have films. We used to go and watch film show.
Really?
In the school, yeah.
In the school.
And we had concerts. We used to go to concerts.
JIF?
Oh man, we put on our own concert.
JIF films, I mean?
No, real people performing.
Okay.
Concert. You go, you can sing, you sing. You want to skit, you do skit. You want to recite.
So
community.
Where is the concert held?
In the school.
The school, yeah.
In the
school room.
Was it well attended?
Of course. Everybody, go to school.
Of course.
So were you ever part of any of the production?
Yeah, I used to sing with them, and the school would probably give an item, but yeah, we used to take part.
And when would you have these concerts? Would it be like for Christmas, for Easter? When would it be?
It depends. It could be like one of those holidays, like I'm not sure if we used to use Heroes Day, but holidays like those, special events, or we just plan a date.
Who was like one of the main planners who made sure something like that took place?
No, that is a question I can't answer properly now. Remember, no, I'm going back to my younger years.
Got you.
You know?
I got you.
The big people
but at the same time, you loved it though.
Yeah, man.
Well,
that's where I guess a lot of my talent was born.
Did you used to have like cotton candy them time there? What is being served?
Cotton candy would have come later for me.
Okay.
Maybe it was around, but it didn't get to me until like long after.
Okay, so what would the children purchase for fun? Just still sweetie at that
fudge.
point?
Icicle?
Yeah, we had the fudge one used to come and bring ice cream.
I had a round one ice cream cake.
Okay.
Naughty buddy.
They used to come from out of the district, ride a
come
bike.
on the bike.
Yeah.
and I know, still, and this was still popular in my time, as young men or young boys, we used to take the dry ice, bake them for the dry ice.
And smoke it?
Yeah.
Cardi.
The thing with dry ice, though, it will pierce your tongue and burn it, So you have to keep moving it around.
That's what you do in your mouth?
And blow it out, yeah.
Silly children.
It would, anything it stayed on long enough, because it was
burnt.
it was so.
Yeah.
It was
I would get stuck.
It's
stuck on you.
So it was, that was it for it. So that production was a big thing then.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
We looked forward to it.
Yeah. And I guess the parents want to see them kids too.
And the different churches,
right? This is where
Christmas.
We used to do a lot of plays. My church did a lot of plays. So Easter play, Christmas play, any special event like that, we're putting on performances. We have anniversaries.
I can't remember the word. Like you have people from Orange Mountain, Benson, in the Methodist Church.
Right. They'll come to we meet
and
at different whichever
like,
church.
Like say we come to Golden Grove Methodist Church, and each church group
give an item.
What do you call it? I can't remember what it
Rally. Rally.
Rally? I don't know. Rally of the something.
Was there any church that was very good at production, as in like a particular when their item stands out more than anyone else?
I would say mine.
Not
because competition is everywhere. So I'm certain that if my church have put on a production, more of my production good.
I can't say, but I just know that there's a song that I learned at something like that, a rally, and it's Irons Mountain Church, and it's when I was an adult. I know where Irons Mountain is, and I'm no singer. They say, I wouldn't like to be a talebearer. I would tell you the reason why. For if me Jesus should have sent and called me, I wouldn't ready to die. And they picked out the things that we shouldn't do. So I wouldn't like to be a talebearer. I would tell you the reason why. For if me Jesus should have sent and called me, I wouldn't ready to die. But as a child, me used to say, you don't want to die. And you learned words like what is a talebearer, but it stayed, and they call a number. They just use things that we ought not to do, and that has stayed with me till now.
Wow. There's one thing that I remember.
Beautiful.
My church, we had a very gifted musician who used to ride his bike from Money College to come and help us.
I'm going to tell you
he's from Epworth.
You have to tell with the name.
Mas Bobby.
See?
Bobby Smith, right?
He used to. So you know Bobby Smith?
No man, he's well deceased now.
No, but
his family.
No. But let me tell you the truth. So how this platform works?
Okay.
I learned from their comments.
And people comment.
Mas Bobby.
Somebody know Mas Bobby.
May his soul rest in peace.
Somebody will write about him and tell you something about him.
But listen to what I want about Mas Bobby. He helped me to appreciate 4-part singing: soprano, alto, tenor, bass.
Wow. So
that is where my love for music started, because we used to sing anthems. When we go to church, we sing anthems. When we have when all the churches come together, we sing anthems, and we gonna sound good because you hear all the 4 parts standing out. Right? Wow. Yes.
And Mas Bobby, what's his full name?
Robert Smith.
Okay, and he would ride a bicycle?
Bike. Motorbike.
Okay. And he taught all of that?
Yes. So when we're singing alto, we're not making up alto, we're singing the notes too. So I learned how to appreciate
the notes
written, the score. We used to read from that.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's all I said.
And how old were you at this point?
Well, I would have been in primary school. Yeah, primary school.
Still 9, 10,
coming up maybe early high school years.
And they groom you.
Yes.
And it became a part of your life.
Yes. That was a very solid foundation.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate things like that, because those things really set the tone, in terms of how we, like, even with sports, they'll tell people all the while, learn the fundamentals properly. And as you grow older, you're still practicing your fundamentals. So you're only getting stronger and stronger, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. That is that one is a very good memory for me, because I know that these things play a big role, and that is why, to be honest, like I even like when we have the Mellow Go Round and those things like that. And I love SDC as well, the matches that they'll keep in different communities, because with even our independence, they'll take the best from every parish. Yeah, they take the best from every parish and then put them on display, and you know, go and see who is the best. But the production, them start from there.
Oh gosh. They have some people who could play beautiful hymns. Mouth organ. You know something named mouth organ? Right.
My daddy had one.
They know that?
My daddy had one. I've never seen one since.
My gosh. You know what a mouth organ is? Makes beautiful music. And they have this other one that you play.
Accordion.
Woo! Yeah, and they come when you have special things at church, somebody come with it, and
But I can tell you though,
No, blind man used
what I
to
know about
play
is
it
the
too.
traditional, like just the organ, and but that was hard. That's hard to maintain. So
The,
you
the,
know,
the
and it's
You don't see
organs.
many now.
no,
And the pipe organs.
yeah, the
Pipe
pipe
organs.
organs. That I mean, it's lovely to look at, but I can just
It's
imagine the
lovely to
maintenance.
listen to.
Yeah, that one would be hard to maintain. Well,
Sometimes.
this was another good recollection episode, Kareem's Quest podcast. You can find more good Kareem's Quest content on my website, kareemsquest.com. You can also purchase Miss Vivian Grant book, Her Power, Her Glory. It is on Amazon.
Her Power and Her Glory.
Her Power and Her Glory. It's a very lovely book of collection of, or her
Poems.
most popular poems. And Ivy has her channel on for kids that tells very nice Bible stories, and it's called
Uncle Clyde and Flock.
Uncle Clyde and Flock. So if you want more content, listen, just keep following Kareem's Quest. I'll put the links them all over the place. Look out for the website. Continue to support. Please subscribe. If you're watching it this far, might as well you like and subscribe. All right, as usual, you're always welcome to join the quest.